Alright. Change one more thing. Hi. Music. Down. Hello. How are you all doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing good. Hello, Joseph, 100 Dalmatian, Azor, Mr. Stickman, Kydeword, and Phantom Orion. Welcome to the stream. I hope y'all are doing good. Good, how about you? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. It's been a very productive weekend, if you guys haven't noticed. I'll give everyone a few more minutes to drop in before we really get into the stream. But what have you guys been? Tell me, how was your day? Has your day been fine? Anything interesting or fun happened? My face is way too much light on it. One sec. There we go, that's better. Oh, hello, Bulby. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I don't know why I have the couch on. I probably won't be doing the couch today, but we'll see. I might turn it on later. But not for now. Hope things are chill for you. Yep, I mean, they've been productive. Not really chill. It's been pretty chaotic, but it's been good. Good chaotic, you know? You know what I mean. Also, my days of drinking via glass and cups and mugs are over, for I have joined the Flask Gang. I am now that one annoying girl in high school who, whenever she would drop it, everyone would stare, but it's okay because I have carpet, so it's not going to be audible for the most part. But I am one with the obnoxious girls. Look at me now. I was doing pretty good, just working, etc. I was like, over the weekend attempting to improve, I assume is what you mean, my art skills here and there. There's always room for improvement. Oh, and I visited a sushi place. Well, that's cool. That's chill. I hope you're having fun with your art. As for the rest of you, can you do the couch tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be doing the couch for the rest of the streams, but Let's Chill streams, it's usually just me and voice chat. I guess it's not even a voice chat, so whatever. Yeah, you get the idea. What time is it? Yeah, I could do the intro. Yeah, whatever. So hi, welcome to the Let's Chill stream. I try and do these at least a couple times a month. This stream is so that I can just talk to you guys and you can talk to me. It's really just such a privilege for you to be able to interact with myself. No, but it's an excuse to interact with the community, see what's going on with your guys, what you guys are looking forward to, and it's an excuse for me to nerd out about the things that have been going on in my life, or just tell you about the things that I have going on in my life. But a big part of it, it's just an excuse to not do Q&A videos, because I hate doing videos about Q&As. They're just so boring. So I find them a lot more fun to do on stream. So if you have questions throughout the stream, feel free to ask, and I will answer the ones that I find fun. Just found out that DM7 chord is harder than E on uke. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sorry for you. I feel so sad for you. Is that, those like, oh no, those aren't, wait. No, those aren't real scratches. How did those get there? Wait. Is that a real scratch? Maybe, I'm just not noticing that. Yeah, I don't know music terminology. I know how to make music. I don't know how to write music. I know how to write lyrics, but not music. It's different. It's a really uncomfortable position for my hand to be in. Well, then I'm sorry for your hands, for your fingies, for your twiddly dinks. got back from post test. Nice. Just putting on my slippers. It is cold in my office. It's usually like the perfect temperature. Like, okay, wait. How hot is it outside? Like right now. 1 second. Oh, goddamn. Face ID. Thank you. It is currently 72 degrees outside, and it feels fucking cold in here. I don't know why. So, whatever. It's okay. Quiet the important question here. What do you think of Corn Game? You didn't spell quite right. So your question is dismissed. I'm forced to do this chord if I want to learn peace and love from Steven Universe. No idea what that sounds like, but good luck. Either way. I finally moved past my art block, and I'm cooking up some new June Archive episodes, hoping to get them made before the end of October. Ooh, nice. That's some good shit. Some good shit, man. If it's the one that you need my help for, it might be a little this month. Whatever. I mean, good luck either way. I look forward to seeing it. I'm a genuine fan of it. And I'm not saying that to kiss your ass. I just think it's really fucking cool. I don't know why I'm pleading to you. You already know this. Anyway. I might not be available this month is what I was getting at. If it's the one that you need my help for. But that's just between you and me. Shh. Oh, man. Yeah, but dude, you gotta join in VCs more on the Sync Discord. I like talking to you. You're chill. You're chill, you're fun, you're energetic. Alright, so what's been going on in my life? Thanks for asking. I can't take myself seriously. Yeah, majority of this last week has been getting final preparations for 15 Mat ready. A mad dash for that trailer to get out on time. Fun fact, the sandwich video was actually supposed to be released a week prior, the week before. But it was just such a struggle to get everyone to work on that thing in time, and it's because I gave them such short notice to do it. So it's entirely my fault. I didn't prep for it enough in time. It was a very spur-of-the-moment thing, but I'm glad that I did it still because it turned out to be a really fun little way to announce the roster for this next charity stream. So that took up quite a bit of it. Just yesterday, I got the last 2 pieces of equipment that I need for the set. And they were 2 of the more difficult ones to get. So very, very happy with that. One of them, not even for the set, it was an air mattress because Krav Cave is flying out here again. He lives in Nevada. I'm in Colorado, so he'll be flying back over here like he did last year. And this office is pretty much going to become his bedroom for a couple days until he gets to go fly back home. So yeah, I don't know. I had to get an air mattress from my parents' place, and they just completely lost it. Like I had borrowed it the year prior for Krav when he was out, and I brought it back and I gave it to my dad, and then suddenly they just lost it. Because I keep a secret, but my dad's not the best at knowing where things are. And he likes to talk a lot about where it might be, but then he'll never look. I've noticed that a lot about my dad. He's also kind of a hoarder, but don't tell him I said that because he gets offended because it's true. I'm not even gonna get into that. But apparently they installed this rack into the ceiling of their garage over the last year or 2, I think, and they just put it up there, and it was in a smaller. I can show you. Why am I explaining it to you? It's right here. It's this. This is a whole ass air mattress. So they lost that because they thought it would be bigger, but I found it in the matter of like 5 minutes because I decided to get a ladder out and look up there because they didn't want to do that. So, Krav is sleeping on the floor. No, it's an air mattress that actually goes up to like about here, at about bed height. It's a good one. not flexing. I mean, I'm not fucking whatever. How long we chilling until doing something? Oh, we could just watch YouTube. That's the whole point of these streams, is to just talk. It's kind of our thing. Don't take this away from me, man. Come on. Oh yeah, and Pie Masons is coming out as well, yeah. I don't mean to say that as if I'm not looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I always get awkward talking about him in public settings because I don't want it to feel like I'm bragging. But then I make it sound like it's nothing. Like, oh, this is just a normal day. It's not normal. I mean, we hang out very occasionally. Keyword, very occasionally. I guess it's keywords, but it's awkward talking about it. Anywho. Your face looks more naked than normal. I feel like something changed. Yes, a few things actually changed. Let me take my headphones off. The music should still be playing. But I got a new haircut. I also got shaved, so that's the main reason. But I got a new kind of style of haircut. Usually I just get it all cut off because I don't give a fuck about what my hair looks like. But this time I actually just had my mother actually cuts my hair, and I just had her cut the sides and the back. So now it's just the top, and I feel like that's a very average style that a lot of men nowadays go for. So it's not very original, but I can't be honest with me. Do you like it or do you not? Because I don't know if I like it. I don't. Let me give you the full show. God, why do I have an audience? I mean, I don't hate it. It's just I'm so used to not having a hairstyle anymore that having one feels wrong, you know? You look like you should be in high school. I feel like I don't look like I'm 30 anymore. I look like my age. I'm in my 20s. Just show of hands out there in chat. How many of you thought that I was close to or in my 30s? Because oftentimes I talk to people. They're like, oh, you're probably like 35, 32. I was in a voice chat recently, and it was full of a bunch of Zoomers. And they were just like, oh, don't worry. This is just a bunch of Zoomers talking. You're probably going to feel really out of place. I'm like, I'm not that fucking old. I'm like in between millennial and Zoomer. I'm not that old. I'm not. Thought you were 40. No, get the fuck out of here. You did not think I was in my 40s. I've met one person in my chimney sweeping experience who didn't even work at the same company that thought that I was 40. And the person that I was with looked at me and was like, how the fuck does he think you're 40? I did think you were older than me when we first met, but then I realized I was the old one. Yeah. I mean, it's probably not by much though. I'm saying that because I completely forgot how old you were, but I know we're similar in age. We're not too far off. You seem mid-20s. A part of me thinks it's the voice, and like when the facial hair is there. Okay, that's what I don't get, is when my facial hair grows in, it's so scraggly, it's so barely there, that I think it makes me look like I'm still in fucking high school with how it looks like I'm trying so hard to grow facial hair. But then people still tell me that I look like I'm in my 30s. Is that... I don't know, like 23 to 26. I'm 22. I'm just 22. So, I mean, anyway. This look seems to be doing it. I look more my age. But honestly, after 15 Matt, I'm probably just going to go right back to shaving it all, because I don't really give a shit. Like, this is just for 15 Matt. In all honesty, I couldn't give less of a shit if it was for any other occasion. Hell, even my own fucking wedding, I probably wouldn't do this. Don't tell Kat that. Alright, don't tell Kat. Need an ID and stuff because I look like I'm 5 but I'm actually 18. I've never had that issue. I feel like if I were still in high school and I had gone up to go buy the alcohols, that they probably wouldn't have asked me. They probably wouldn't have questioned it. And I feel like that's mostly attributed to my voice. At least back then. I wasn't even growing facial hair back then, but even back then people thought that I was older than I looked. Then why in your intro short you wrote 19 if you're 22? That's years old. That is several years old. You realize videos age, right? I hope you realize that. That was like 3 years ago. That's 3 years, right? Yeah, it's 3 years ago. I had to do quick maths in my head. Wow, you're an actual baby. I'm surprised. Wow. Goo goo gaga. Oh, look at him. Yeah. What do you think the most important skill / thing in animating is? I think the most important thing in animation is making sure you're enjoying yourself. I actually just had an interview a few days ago. I think it was on Wednesday. I did an interview with some people at Pseudomemo, the new Flipnote antenna. And they had asked me the same question, and I said, it's just making sure that you know what you're good at and that you know that you like doing it. And that's by far the most important thing, because you don't want to corner yourself in a position in doing something that you don't want to do. Whether you're good at it or not is irrelevant. It's whether you enjoy it, because that's where you're truly going to show your passion. But it's also a little sketchy in the animation industry, because oftentimes if you go to the wrong studio, if that's your plan, is to work for a studio, if you go to the wrong studio, they're just going to abuse that and you'll experience crunch. It's not going to be fun. I mean, I've had to experience a very minor amount of crunch with Alan Becker, but it's nowhere near to the scale that I've heard other studios go through. But I wouldn't recommend. This is also something that I told them. Is knowing what you're good at and knowing what you're not good at, or better yet, knowing what you don't want to do. Half of it is knowing other people who can do that stuff that you don't want to do. Because if you're good at lip syncing or character animation or in-betweening or storyboarding, and another person is good at layouts, animatics, pose to pose, effect animation, backgrounds, you don't have to force yourself to do the things that someone else could do for you. Because in this industry, people want to create. And oftentimes, if they're just looking for something fun to do in their free time, you don't even really have to even talk about pay. If you're friends with them, payment shouldn't really be an issue. Obviously, if you're looking for payment, that should be something that's discussed very early on in the conversation. But like with the Gravity movie, I've made it very openly clear that it is a volunteer-only thing, because I do not have the money to pay for that many people to work on this one project. I am not that big of a YouTuber yet. I would love to, and if the first movie is successful successful enough to warrant doing a second movie, I will absolutely look into paying them. Absolutely, 100%. But, I mean, getting back to the main point, is just talking with friends or other people that you would want to get to know or want to get to work with, and just having fun. If you don't like doing something that they can do, ask them if they want to help with that specific thing. You'll be surprised how often they say yes. Just don't be weird about it. I would say that for animation, I don't like animating, but I like seeing the finished result and the enjoyment people get from watching it. That is the exact same mindset Shuriken had for animation. He did not like the process of animation. He assumed that you're supposed to suffer through everything just to get to that final product. Stop it. Azor, if the only motivation you have for doing animation is the end result and you hate the process of animation, don't do it. It's not fucking worth it. Find something else that would fill your time with more joy. And maybe you're exaggerating, but my point still stands. And that goes for everyone, not just you. Compositing is fun as fuck because you make the end result. That's good. That's good. I could tell you enjoy it because you always talk about it. Planning on making a super high quality stick figure series in the future. Do you think I should? Absolutely. Why not? Legitimately, why not? Who's going to stop you? You might get some people asking you, well, why are you wasting your effort on stick figures? Who gives a fuck? Do whatever you want to do. That's the whole point of creating things. There's no rules. So long as you don't do anything illegal, you're good. Just do it. Do it. If you have an idea, fucking do it. Don't wait on it for yourself to improve in skill, because that might never come to be. If your expectations for yourself keep growing, just fucking do it. You're in my walls? That's awesome. Which one? Did you even try to collab with Gilded Guy? You say that as if you're disappointed in me. Should I have already asked? I mean, I've talked with him several times before. He was in the first 15-minute animators tournament. Is that good enough? I don't know. I mean, I get intimidated, admittedly, talking to him sometimes, because I look up to him as an animator, and even more so recently as like a director. He's an incredibly skilled animator. So I always feel bad asking him for anything, or even just talking to him, because I feel like I'm wasting his time. Also, I don't really have a reason to work with him yet. I would love to get to that point one day. I'd love to get the opportunity to work with him, but I'm not going to force that opportunity, you know? It's similarly to Alan Becker. I didn't reach out to Alan. Alan reached out to me. I feel like that's similarly what I would want to happen for anyone else's. I would want to feel like my work is needed and not like I'm reaching for work. Because then I know that they trust me enough to reach out and ask for my skills. But I already feel like Gilded Guy is pretty skilled at the things that I can already provide, so he probably won't need me. And that's all right, you know, I can just be a fan, and occasionally we'll do something. He will have something to show for this year's 15 Mat. He will not be participating, but he does have something to show. So, I mean, that's all I will say. But, you know. What's your favorite thing to animate? Mine's smear frames. God, I love animating cartoon movement, but on top of that, I love animating lip sync. I don't know why, but that is like one of my favorite things to animate, is lip sync. There's something about it that's just so satisfying in the process. It's not even just like an after the fact. It's in the process of lip syncing. It's so fun. I don't know why. But yeah, smear frames are also really fun, but I mean, you get a lot of that in cartoony movement, and that's I love doing that sort of stuff. I mean, take Some Things About Me, take the Boogie series. I feel like I've already done a bunch more. My new stick figure, my new stick fight animation style is becoming more cartoony to reflect that. I still feel like I'm making it too polished for what I'm really looking for, but it's more cartoony. It's more Alan Becker-esque. It wasn't intentional, but it's just kind of turned into that, which is all right. It's fine. I'll find a way to make it my own. So I'm in a weird transition period with stick figure shit. What's your opinion on voice acting in stick figure animation? I feel like a lot of it is done very amateurly, and it's difficult to find a professional voice actor to do the work, but stick figures, they're often used to tell stories early on in someone's career or hobby, and very rarely will you get someone who turns that into their profession. I know Benjamin, a popular animator in the community known for his RHG battles and his RHG series, and even to this day, he still does voice acting. I personally find the voice acting in his series to be pretty cringe, in all honesty, unfortunately. And then another example, Retro, aka Donny Boots, he's been meddling with voice acting every now and then. And there's a clip of me online somewhere out there that people have been sharing around where it was a quick speed battle between Retro's character and someone else's character, and Retro's character was just like, let's get this over with, and the other dude's just like, all right, let's do it. Which sounds better, do you think? Because it's not the one that tries too hard. It's not appealing. It's too fake. I mean, I can tell that guy really likes the sound of his own voice, but past that, I think it can be done well, voice acting and stick figure animations. I just don't think it has been done well yet. I hope to do that with Gravity. It will be very dialogue heavy. Gravity, it would also have a lot of action, don't worry, but Gravity will have a lot of dialogue. I already have a cast of voice actors, and we're gonna make sure it gets done right. I don't want it to feel like it's like we're just hobbling something together. And you know, we've already started to try it out. We released a short, our first Gravity short, featuring the voice of Cam, aka Best Frog, aka the Wednesday Warble guy, and my girlfriend Kat, Shire Cat. And it's very bare bones, simple, basic voice acting, but it's a start. So hopefully by the time that we already do a few shorts, we'll understand best how to tackle voice acting. But I can't think it can be done well. I just don't think it has been yet. 2D animator, just joining this community. I'd love to see you review my content. I posted it on the forum. I will get to that in a couple weeks. I meant to do one of those today. Unfortunately, I lost track of how long ago it's been since the last one. It was supposed to be, no, it was supposed to be yesterday. My apologies. But I forgot. And I also really wanted to finish that Blade sound line like as soon as possible, so I just did that instead. But it obviously won't be next Saturday because we have 15 map, but the Saturday after, I will get to reviewing animations again, and I will make an announcement for it. So those of you who want to keep working on something before you show it, you have 2 weeks, pretty much. So how's the process of Gravity coming? It's pretty slow at the moment because I took a moment to really focus on 15 mat. And then October is going to be a very, very busy month for me. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to continue working on it, and neither will the team until November, sometime in November, or late October, but likely November. That's all I'm really going to say about it right now, because I could go into a whole rant about the process and why it's been on hold for so long. But maybe I'll get to that later. Man, you guys are flooding with questions. Have you tried Blender for once? I have tried Blender with Grease Pencil, and I intend to use it for Gravity. Boom, 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 boom. When will you do more show and tell? I have cool anime. Oh, I already answered. Stick figures can have voices, and yet we don't need to animate their mouths. Some of them just don't even have faces. Quite convenient. That, Luke HD, thank you for joining the stream, because you reminded me of your most recent animation, which was, I forget what it was. It was the hacker one. Everyone here's already seen it, right? That one, pretty good voice acting, and yeah, you're right. A lot of stick figures, depending on the style, don't require lip sync animation or facial animation. I personally would do that because I love lip sync and I love doing faces. Fucking nailed it. But yeah, thank you for commenting that. But I do think that your example was really good in your most recent animation. It's probably one of the best examples of voice acting in the stick figure community of recent day. Since Gravity is in the making, how exactly does Alan's name, or whatever his name's powers, work? He can shift his own gravity, so does this mean he connects this gravity to something? Don't think about it too much, is what I'll say. It's literally as simple as I tell you. If you want to get really specific with it, he has the 2 gauntlets that control his center of gravity, and wherever he points and activates them, that's the direction his gravity goes. That's it. There's nothing complicated about it. You're the reason I try to improve in stick figure animation, because I need you to react and I treat your opinion like God for real. Thank you. Don't do that. Please. I am not an expert at animation. I have never taken a single class in animation. It's just a hobby. And my opinion is not God. I don't want people to think that or ever build the assumption that it should be even close to that. My expertise is in management. As much as I would like for it to be animation, I'm a really good team leader. So there's more people who would have much better, who could give much better advice than I could. Maybe just listen to those people, but don't treat anyone like a god of animation. It's not healthy. Have you ever shot a gun? I've shot a Nerf gun. I've shot a water gun. I've shot a Super Soaker, which is just a big water gun. No, not a real gun, though. I've not shot a real gun. Not yet. I'd be open to it. I don't feel like I need to. But if the opportunity presents itself, I might. Why not? What's your opinion on 3D stick figures? Depends on the style, really. If we're talking about the very basic style, that's like 1-to-1 with 2D, it's, like, what's the difference? I don't know. It depends on how they're animated and what they look like, you know. I can't just say that I hate or enjoy all 3D stick figures. Starting to get creative with your character's gravity powers. Can he change certain limbs to have gravity? Could this lead to powerful hits and whatnot? No. He can literally just change his center of gravity. And sure, he can manipulate it so that way if he like points forward and it's a very clear path, then like the speed of that gauntlet hitting someone is gonna fucking hurt. But not because the gravity is like charging up or some shit. It's because he's falling really fast. It's just the wrong direction. So. Ever thought of making a game or imagined it? Absolutely, yeah. I've had a few ideas for games, and I feel like I eventually will try to make one. But I would more so direct it. I don't know how to code anything, so I'd have people help me for sure. I wouldn't be coding anything, but I definitely have some ideas that I would like to execute for sure. Can you treat the 10 men as gods of animation? They made a book of all the fundamentals of animation. Yeah, sure, they're the exception. That's fine. What do you think about Madness Combat? To be honest, I don't think I've actually seen the official series, and for me it's difficult to tell what's the actual series, because there's such a large community of Madness animators, and because they all use the same exact assets, they all look exactly the same. Yeah. I never really got too into it. I don't hate it, but I've never seen the original thing. At least I don't think. I might have, and just thought that it was a fan-made thing from the community. So I don't know. Does Alan take fall damage? Yes. He's just a human who can change his gravity. He doesn't have super strength. He doesn't have super speed. He can just change his gravity. It's very simple. That's the only gimmick he has. How do you feel about CFBR? It's not the kind of style of storytelling and animation that I personally like, but I still appreciate it and respect it for what it has accomplished, how high quality it is. It's just not for me. But like I'll watch the episodes as they come out for sure, because it's still very high quality. But like at the moment, like I don't know, it's okay. Just nothing I'm super interested in. What's your opinion on child labor? What other opinion is there to have, especially on stream? What do you want me to say? What's CFBR? It's Crossfire Bullet Rain. It is an animated stick figure series being created by Lori. I would look it up. I think I don't know what it's called, but there's already a CFBR animation released. It's on the dojo. You can find it. I love seeing Atenic reading comments whilst contemplating their mental stability. I'm glad it's the small things in life that bring you joy. Yeah. Man, y'all are fucking going off. What do you think about C.AI and Chai? What is that? What are you talking about? C.AI and Chai? Oh, character AI. Why didn't you say that? Is that what you're talking about? I would like confirmation. Bum. All right, I don't think I'm gonna get clarification on it. Anywho. Yeah. What do you guys think of rap battles? I don't know how to transition to this topic, but what do you guys think about rap battles? Like, what are your genuine opinion? Like the epic rap battles of history and their spin-offs. Gamer, what'd you send me? You were hoping to see that, weren't you? Unfortunately for you, it only views, it only shows the messages when it detects my face. Nice try. I think if they're executed well, they can be really entertaining and make for a good laugh. Yeah, absolutely. The Mario vs. Sonic rap battle, that's a great one. Rap battles are corny as fuck, at least for some of them. Yeah, I think it's heavily dependent on what rap battle it is. Because, like, if we're talking about the community itself, there's a lot of shit to sift through. But I would like to show something that I thoroughly enjoyed. But then also... Okay, fuck, I'll just say now. I'm gonna be animating one. I may or may not be animating a rap battle pretty soon here. But I would like to show one that I really enjoy, personally. I think it was very well executed. I hope I can play this on stream. I don't think they've copyrighted their work or really set up claims for it. No, they haven't. Okay, good. But this one, man, the quality on this is it's fucking amazing. It's Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared versus Truman, the Truman Show. This guy, for context, this is made by the same, you know, the Mr. Beast. It's the same guy. This is the same guy who made that. But the quality on this one, the production. I'm not gonna show the whole thing, but I'll show you bits.
That's not my name. Who's this guy? The man with the odd face. I would really prefer for you to get lost, mate. Poet Carrie is the only character he ever plays. Wow, even my voice has better range. Put me on your boring channel and I'll score some interest. He was born an actor, spoiled brat, adored, still he left. They pulled the plug because a life that's more secure he did reject. To be the loser who got cancelled way before the internet. Baby, swap your batteries. It isn't just your set where the lights are out. Wow, really, what a tragedy. How you were driven mad with your wife around. Anyway, as a dad, I'm glad to see we're...
So I'm gonna hop forward a little bit. I love Truman's intro here.
Oh, in a case I don't see ya. Then good, that'd be greatly idea. Can you road your tour, wait until tomorrow? Not doing that is my favorite idea. Here's to hoping that you get a visit from a singing and a floss. Because those canines look more rapid than my neighbor's dog. And I'm afraid you're wrong, my dad is more alive than a dummy for a brother.
The camera work is just really good. It really reflects this world super fucking well. And then, dude built a whole actual set for this shit.
First of all, you rhyme and you raise the roof and you stay on beat and you sub to the Fresh Canal Patreon.
This is how you rap. I did it.
That's not rapping.
It is.
No, it isn't. See, I tried to rap like this is consistent, and now there's gifs everywhere.
And then they end up going into a whole breakdown sequence with the end of the Truman Show.
Seems they shut it off. Like they did
It's
to your
so
show.
good.
The Queen of Seas, not sure if this is the right type
It's
of
so
place for
unique.
debating this. I feel like a beast is watching us. We're stuck here entertaining them. Nah, just kidding. If only someone were taping this so you could see the looks in the hands they puppet your faces with. Is that the best you can do? What did I expect from an exec in a suit? I don't mean the red guy, now I mean a separate buffoon. I'm directly addressing this message to you.
God, it's so fucking good. Anyway, I just wanted to nerd about that a little bit because I think it's really good. And that is all. Let me turn the music back on. Yeah. I'd love to get to work with Freshie Canal. If that's even in the possibilities. That'd be fucking sick. Anyway, there's no real point in that. I just wanted to share that because it's something that I really liked and I thought you guys might enjoy too. Fourth wall breaking is always sick, only if it's done right, you know. It can be done pretty sloppily. I remember when I was younger, I made a fan-made rap battle of Minecraft Java versus Minecraft Bedrock. And I cringe at it so hard. Oh, I have a couple of my own fan-made rap battle series that are not good. One of them, you can, like, some of those battles are lost media. They're not anywhere to be found. The other one, you can still find it, and I wish I could have deleted it, but I can't. I'm not going to give you any more information, though. Look for it on your own time. Would you like to see my neck movement? It's a weird thing to appreciate. But thank you? You're gonna make me self-conscious of how my neck moves now. Oh, what else? What else? Oh yeah, the Soundline Challenge. I just released a brand new Soundline Challenge. How about that? I can't, Crab. I'm streaming. I can't do your silly shenanigans. Not now. I may or may not participate. You better participate. Everyone better participate. You all better do it. People have been asking for a new one for a while, and now I made one. Fun fact, half the sound effects in that are done by myself. Recorded the Foley myself. Oh, Gamer, I read your comment. There's no need to repeat it. I just didn't want to say it. Oh, hi, Krav. Yeah, no, I don't have time for your silly shenanigans. I can't game with you. Can't you see I'm busy talking to people? My fans? You shaved you. Yeah. You're buttering up your feet. What the fuck? You took my mod away? How could you? I didn't. But maybe you shouldn't have it. Alright, I give you mod abilities, Krav. Now don't whine. Shut up. Do you think the difficulty of animating a synced fight depends on whether you are animating full body or a stick figure? That depends on what you're already more comfortable with. If you're more comfortable with stick figure animations, doing full body would be more difficult. If you're more used to doing full body, doing stick figure animation may be more difficult. As silly as that sounds, a lot of people go from full body to stick figure, find a difficult time transitioning. Not everyone, I will add. Just in a lot of the cases that I've heard of or seen. Do you not see that he is the most important man right now? Exactly. Come on. Hey, Atena, what do you animate with? What app do you use? Oh, golly, I'm not gonna tell. It's a secret. Except for when you watch me animate on the program. What are you guys talking about? Shaking? Man. No, Kydward, don't tell them. You're supposed to shut up. I'll spill the beans, bro. Brosif. That's it. By the time you're reading this, you would have probably established now this comment is a waste of time. Cool. What color is the noise proofing on your wall, Hatena? Black and red. I love the gaps in between them. That's been there since I put them up, and I just have not cared to fix it. But I'll probably fix it because I'll be taking all this acoustic foam paneling and bringing it down into our living room where I'm gonna build our set for 15 Matt this year. And then by the time that I bring it all back up, I'll pay more attention to that shit. So. Hey, Ten, it's my friend's birthday. Can you give him a shout out? Shout out to Crav Cave's friend. Whoever he is, shout out to him. For real. Did you ever heard of World War I before? You ever heard of COVID? It's essentially the same question. Just maybe, okay, maybe not exactly the same question, but you get it. A weird part about finding studio work is that some of them require experience in Nuke Compositor or Toon Boom Harmony, both of which are either expensive or intimidating to learn. Well, it's the industry. I'm putting icing on my toes for you. I'm just gonna start not reading your comments. I think that's the good idea. Did you know that it was Mike Tastic's B-Day last Friday? You know, I did. I did know that. And someone had asked me if I wanted to participate in a slideshow, and I said yes, and then they proceeded to not give me what I needed to do. So, I don't know him that well anyway, so I don't feel too bad about it. What's your favorite Halloween activity? Staying home. I don't party. I don't dress up. I don't hand out candy. I'll put a bowl out full of candy and a note that says take one. There could even be one kid who just takes everything and I'd be fine with it. I don't give a shit. Halloween is probably one of my least favorite holidays now. I used to be super into it. Not so much anymore. I'm not a big fan of it. So, just kind of grew old. I think that just kind of happens when people grow up, is you just don't like it anymore. And I never liked parties to begin with, and I feel like at my age, that's really the only other thing to do for Halloween is go out and party. Costume party or something. I love answering the door and giving candies to kids because I get to act silly and they all smile. Well, that's cute. That's adorable. I don't like doing that because social anxiety, and I hate talking to kids and children face to face. It's just real awkward for me, and I fucking hate it. So I'll just put a bowl out there and call it good. When you have to shower, do you scrub your arms and legs or not? Because the water is trickling down and washes it anyway. All right, hot take. Some of you are going to judge me for this. I do shower. That's not where I was going. I know what you were thinking. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter. I shower like every day. I might skip like a day or two at most, but that's not the point. And defending myself further just makes me look more suspicious. I shower sitting down. Did that sink in yet? Cool. Yeah, I shower sitting down because it's more comfortable than standing up. That's really my only reasoning. A lot of you are going to judge me for that. Try it. Try it. I swear. It's not that weird. It's a little weird. It's not that weird. It's comfortable. Bro, just take a bath? No, bro. Because then, like, you're just sitting there soaked in your own dirt. The water ain't going to get half the shit. You sit on a stool. No. Dude, I just sit on my butt. I sit on the floor of it. You realize you could do this thing called move? Where you move around the shower. You're not just sitting there in one stationary position. So. Nasty, bro. How is that gross? How is that gross? How is that nasty? No, I don't have a chair. I do have a pillow. I have a shower pillow. I will admit that. That's a thing. Do you also pee in the shower? Oh, 100%. Who doesn't? Right? Like, it's all going to the same place anyway. It's gonna soak with water. What do you mean? You piss while sitting? Well, yeah, you just clear way. Move your legs, make way, and it just goes right down the drain. The water washes it down anyway. I'm putting you on a list. What is so maddening about the idea of sitting down while showering? It's comfy. It's comfy and you can get yourself cleaned just the same. It's not that weird. I'm calling this Space Force. What the fuck are you, 5? I'm calling Jesus? Okay, bro, he's dead. Shouldn't have said that. People will get mad at me for that. I'm gonna cover my bases. If you're mad at me, no, you're not. Got him. Fuck. What I'm wondering is why you're answering these. Because I'm defending myself because I think it's I'm not gonna say it's better to shower sitting down. It's just more comfy. If you shower standing up, I don't fucking care. If you shower sitting down as well, I mean, you're a fucking G. But also, I don't care. I don't care. I'm the stone. I'm like a rock. What in the Christ did you just say about Jesus Christ? Yikes. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean it. I didn't just say it to be edgy. Please forgive me. Jesus is alive. I'm gonna stop talking about that. That's only gonna get worse. Shower upside down, get your hair cleaned first. That's just way more effort than it's worth. I like to shower slanted. Y'all are just making fun of me now. You know what? You try it. Try it. Try it. I encourage you all to sit down while showering, and you will be surprised at how enjoyable it is. Also, fun fact, that I've just now thought of that can help my argument. Did you know, as I have heard, I don't have a source to back this up, but did you know, again, you can't sue me for this because I don't really know, but did you know that a lot of people allegedly die because they stand up in the shower and they slip and hit their heads? If you're sitting down, you can't do that. So really what I'm doing is much more safe than what you guys are doing. So I'm smarter than you. And you're all making fun of me. I'm ahead of our time. Collectively. I'm not ahead of my time. I'm ahead of our time. You all are living in 2023. I'm living in fucking 2088. When people are finally learning that you need to sit down in a shower to be safe. Whatever, I'm fighting an uphill battle. The falling makes my head stronger. I don't think that's true. But okay. A lot of people who slip are elderly or weak. If you use enough soap, anything can be slippery. You know me, my head is super strong. I mean, you are hard-headed. Graf could break Diamond with that forehead. Maybe. Have you ever dropped your soap? I don't use bars of soap. Does anyone actually use bars of soap? I'm pretty sure we all just use like the liquid kind now, right? Blood's forehead has piercing 3. Yeah. My fucking brain has Curse of Vanishing, dude. I'm gonna dip. Take care, homie. Yeah, you better dip. Never mind. That's just gonna sound weird. Goodbye. God, I'm great. I'm great with conversation. Yeah. I'm the best. I have shampoo and use a bar of soap. Soap ingot. That's funny. Bro, what's up with the shower topic? What's the most enjoyable movie that you have watched? The most recent Spider-Verse movie is pretty good, but I don't like how I don't like two-parters. Like if you're gonna release, if you're gonna have a two-parter movie, release them close together, or just tell the whole story in one movie. I get irritated at those kinds of movies, but you know. I mean, I think compared to the two, I think the first Spider-Verse is my favorite so far. And definitely one of my favorite movies of all time, if not my favorite movie, period, of all time. But I mean, when the third one comes out and it becomes an entire experience instead of half of an experience, then I'll probably like the sequels better. God damn, my eye. My eye itchy. I'm fine with watching Spider-Verse again before the third one. Oh, we definitely will. We'll definitely do that. Whenever the third one comes out, we'll do a synced Discord watch party again, where we watch, maybe not the first one, because I feel like everyone's already seen the first one, but we'll watch the second one and then the new one right after. We'll have a full fucking binge. We'll make it an event. Fire a warning shot? No, I don't have a gun. You know what one of the best movies of all time is, in my opinion, is The Truman Show. I actually went back to watch it again today after watching that rap battle. It's a fucking stellar movie, dude. It is such a fucking great movie. The Truman Show is an experience. Pardon me. Spider-Verse makes me want to get really good at Blender. Hey, that's motivation. Inspiration is motivation. God, that sounds fucking corny. If you ever make a sequel to the Gravity movie, will you try to get the sequel to release as close to possible to the first Gravity movie? No. The first Gravity movie is going to release whenever it's done. So will the second one. And neither will be released in theaters. But the first movie will be a finished experience. It's not going to be Gravity Part 1 and Part 2, because Gravity 1 might totally flop, so it might just be Gravity and that's it. But I do have another story to tell if it becomes very successful. But I'm also entirely prepared for it to flop. Either way, I'll still enjoy the process, and I'll still put my heart and soul into it, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Do you ever feel like you're in a Truman-like show? No, because whenever I'm broadcasting myself, I'm fully aware. I love creepy fourth wall breaking shit. Don't know why I haven't watched it yet. I can watch it. You should definitely watch it. It's gonna blow you out of the fucking water. I guarantee it. It is a fantastic film. I cannot recommend it. I cannot recommend it more. Or enough. Yeah, you get the idea. Thought you said you didn't like that sequel's release. Well, no, that's only when you have an unfinished story between Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 of the more recent... Okay, so I'm going to start over. The Spider-Verse contains 3 movies, one of which has not released yet. Spider-Verse 1 is a finished experience. You get an entire character arc, you get a whole story, you get a lesson in there, it's finished. Spider-Verse 2 is the first part of a separate story that just goes after the first movie. But it is not a full experience. You are still left with a lot of questions, a lot of undeveloped characters. Nothing is finished. A lot of it is left out in the open, and it ends up being entirely unsatisfying, in my opinion. So, when the third movie comes out, I'll be able to watch the second movie and the third movie and have a finished full experience. Then I will like it. Gravity is different because the first movie, I see you get it now, but I'm just going to finish explaining because I want to. The first Gravity movie will likely be, it could, I'm not going to say it's going to likely be, it could go either way, but it could be the only movie, and it will be a finished experience because you get that full character development, you get a full story, a full lesson and everything. But then there's also going to be a second story after it. It's a proper sequel. Cool. Let's keep all the religion chat to a minimum. I'd appreciate it. Let's not force this stream to be religious. Spot is definitely one of my favorite villains ever. He's very good. Oh my god, dude. When he gets that, it's been long enough. I'm gonna spoil it, dude. When he becomes black, when he becomes black, he's awesome. He looks fucking sick, and I am so mad that we didn't get to see that much of him after that. So, but we'll see a lot of him in the next one, right? So I look forward to it. I love the style that they went with. It's very cool. I'm gonna say the N-word, Spider-Man. He becomes black? Spoilers, I know, right? The Spot becomes black. Black people are so cool. I wish they were real. Yeah, for real. This guy gets it. Sorry. I'm gonna stop procrastinating later, Gators. Have a good stream. Thank you, Suckerfish, for joining. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Help you be as productive as you want to be. Oh, fuck. Pardon me. Oh wait, that was there? Wait, is there a headphone dent? Oh, there is. There's a headphone dent in my hair. That's really funny. I didn't know that. I just saw the image. There are definitely other villains out there that I don't know if I like more than the Spot, though. I mean, you could just say that Spot is your current favorite. Leave it there. Ugh. He's a good villain, though. I will definitely give him that. Doofenshmirtz is a fun villain. He's probably one of my favorite villains in animation. He's just really fun. I don't think anyone will ever argue with me on that. Imagine you just walking and then get attacked by a red stick figure with power, bro. I can imagine it. Now what? Okay. Mysterio is one of my favorites. I think Far From Home did a great job with him. Yeah, Far From Home, that was probably one of my favorite twist villains, because I legitimately didn't see it coming. Personally, I know a lot of people obviously saw it coming, but I had no knowledge of who Mysterio was before that movie. You know, I was just under the assumption, oh, it's just another hero who we are now introduced to because it's the MCU and they want a lot of heroes to be collaborating with each other now. And then he turned into bad guy. I was like, whoa. I thought it was cool. Wasn't like it's never been done before, but pretty cool. Gotta go do karaoke, I guess, and have fun. You sound like you're not looking forward to it, and like you're being forced into doing it. So, good luck, I think is gonna be my response. Yeah, I'll go with that. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna end up breaking this thing. It's like a new fidget toy for me. I'm trying to get it to close again. It only closes when I like put pressure on it at the very top. Like there's gotta be a way to put enough pressure on it like right here. Instead of, because I could only put pressure on it if I do it right here. Come on. Ah, fuck. I did it. think my favorite villain has got to be Handsome Jack. Who's Handsome Jack? Oh, it's a Borderlands guy. Yeah, I never played it. I've played it, but I didn't really play it that much. Not enough to understand the concept or the plot. If there even is a plot, there's probably a plot. Do you have a Bubba water bottle? Yeah, how'd you know the brand? Like, it's not even on here. How'd you know that? You're scaring me. How did you know? There's a weird sticky thing at the bottom. If I set it down, is that going to become an issue? No, it's fine. Thoughts on Murder Drones? I haven't watched it. I watched the pilot episode. I have not seen anything past that. Is it good? I mean, I've heard it's good, but also I could just be hearing the biased side of it. I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. Have you watched Puss in Boots 2? I have. I did watch it recently. It's a surprisingly good movie. I was worried that it would be one of the movies that was overhyped. I remember talking to Pymations and he told me that he had watched it like 10 to 12 times after it released or some shit like that. It's an absurd number, like all in theaters. And I was like, there's no way that it's that good, right? I watched it. It's not the best movie ever, but it is damn fun. It is a fun fucking movie. Like I will definitely at some point go back and watch that again. Very good movie. I love the animation. I love seeing the ripple effect that the first Spider-Verse movie has had on the animation industry in its entirety, especially 3D animation. That's where you see it ripple the most. But it is fantastic. I fucking love Big Jack Horner as a character. He is a really fun villain. Because, like, they don't try and justify him by any means. They give it a light attempt, but they don't try and force it. So they just make him evil because he's evil. And it's just really fun. Just seeing how morally incorrect he is. Oh, man. And that fucking, what's it called? What the fuck is, like, King Arthur's sword, Excalibur? When he fucking pulls out Excalibur with the stones still in it, it's really funny. Such a well-written character, such good jokes. It's one of my favorite YouTube indie animated series. Yeah, Murder Drones? Okay. I might give it a watch sometime this week, maybe. I'll see. They didn't need to go so hard on Puss in Boots 2. For real, though. Like, they didn't need to. The first Puss in Boots movie kind of flopped as far as I understand. I don't think it was very successful. I didn't even go see it. I saw the second one, and I still have no inclination to watch the first. And, you know, thankfully they structured the story in a way that you don't need to. So. What do you think of The Night Before Christmas? Fuck, what is that? I feel like I should know that without having to Google it, but here I go. Oh, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sure my girlfriend sometime this month is going to make me watch it. So, I'll just wait until then. I don't know. I don't like spooky cartoon. I don't know where I'm going with that. It feels Halloween-esque movie, even though it has Christmas in the name. And I don't really like Halloween-themed movies. But my girlfriend fucking loves Halloween. She is in love with spooky season. Did you know that spooky season starts on July 5th? Right after the 4th of July? Because I didn't know that until this last July 5th, because she starts celebrating it immediately. Instantly, bro. Why does it say? It does not. It just doesn't. It doesn't. It says, when does the spooky season officially begin? July 5th is when members of the Halloween community, which I didn't know was a thing, mark the official start of spooky season. Why? Because the 4th of July is the last major commercialized holiday on store shelves before they transition to fall harvest and Halloween merchandise. So it's purely based off of when stores stop selling one thing for another thing. It's based off capitalism. That's when spooky season starts. She started setting up decorations, not in July, so I'll give her that. But immediately the month after, she started setting up decorations. And I was caught so off guard. So it's fucking weird. So Halloween season feels to me like it lasts, what is that, 3 months total? And she'll probably still have all the decorations up until Thanksgiving, maybe until Christmas. So guess I gotta get used to it. It's funny because I'm not a big fan of the holiday anymore, but she is fucking all for it. Which is fine. I don't want to criticize her for enjoying it. Like, if she's happy with that sort of stuff, then that's more than okay with me. I just wasn't expecting it. I didn't realize that spooky season, according to the Halloween community, starts immediately after July 4th. That caught me off guard. Was not expecting that. Halloween should start in October. That's what I told her. That is a healthy amount of time, in my opinion, for Halloween to last. The spooky season should be October 1st to October 31st. That's it. It doesn't need to expand farther. So. I always thought Halloween started in October. Yeah, me too. Me too. And I mean, for you guys, it probably will continue to just be October. For me, though, I fell in love with the girl who is addicted to pumpkins, witches, witchcraft, ghouls, spooky movies, and horror movies, but doesn't watch them on her own. Sorry. I tune into your biggest L take. What, that Halloween is just not for me? That's just a personal opinion. I'm not trying to push an agenda. Like, if you all want to celebrate Halloween from, like, January to December, it's fucking fine. I just wasn't expecting it. But you have to admit, it gets pretty old after, like, 2 months. After a month, it gets old. I'm already over all the decorations, and we still have, like, a month to go. So, happy Halloween, but, man, I am tired of it. I'm so sick of it already. And now we're only getting knee deep into it. Man. I used to love Halloween. I did. I really did. You're just weak? No, I don't like centering my life around a singular theme. Sorry. I'm also not one to decorate. So suddenly going from no decorations to all the decorations that's also a part of the issue for me. It's not an issue. I feel personally like it's an issue because I'm not used to it, but it's not really an issue. She just really likes the spooky season. But she also just happens to like it way earlier than anyone would reasonably start celebrating the spooky season. It's not a bad thing. I just don't like it. Are those sweets behind you on the table? What kind of what sweets are you looking at? On the white little shelf thing? That's wood. All of that is wood. A little bit of plastic too. As long as a Halloween movie series keeps going, it will always be Halloween. Is that what we're hinging on? Okay. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. We are nearing the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We only got a few minutes left. I've had to hear Christmas music in April. Why? That's early even for Christmas. Your favorite horror movie? I don't like horror movies, personally. I find all of them, at least all the ones that I have watched, incredibly predictable. I've just never been a big fan of them. I've tried to give them more of a shot recently with my dad, because every Friday we'll watch a movie, and occasionally I'll let him sneak in the horror movie because he loves the horror movies, and I'll let him sneak one in there every now and then. But they're all just so predictable. I don't know, man. I don't even remember what this last movie we watched was. I think it was another horror movie. I don't fucking know. I mean, they all just kind of feel like the same story to me. Just personally. Again, I'm not trying to take it away from anyone else. This is just my own opinion. I just don't really like horror movies, so I don't have a favorite. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Most horror movies nowadays have too many monsters and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe. Are they? They could be. I don't keep up to date with any of that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen my fair share of horror movies, but every time I watch a new one and expect it to blow my socks off, it's okay. What about horror games? I like watching YouTube Let's Players like Markiplier play them, but I don't seek them out. Like, I used to be a big FNAF fan just because of all the lore shit, and then they introduced like Phasgoo and all that dumb shit. And since then, I've given much less of a shit about the series. But like, if a new game comes out, I'll just wait until Mark plays it, and I'll watch him play it, and that'll be it. That's the extent of my horror kick. So. What was the premise of the movie you watched? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I genuinely don't remember it, and that was only 2 days ago. We watched it 2 days ago, and I have no fucking idea what we even watched. It was just very forgettable for me. What about ARGs and analog horror? Okay. And I'm gonna pull a fucking 180 because I love that shit. I eat that shit up. That shit's interesting. It depends on the ARG. Like you take the June Archive, for example. That one really appeals to me, very specifically because it's about Flipno Hatena shutting down, which Crumbling Stars, hello, that's this fucking song that I made. A very personal experience to me. I relate to it heavily, thus why I like it. Other ARGs, God, what other ARGs are there? Fuck. I mean, Game Theory covers a lot of the good ones. There is this one, I think it's called PP or BB. I don't know, what the fuck is it called? It's this plush company, and they release videos on their YouTube channel. It's all advertising, And these are legitimate plushies that you can buy, but their marketing is so ARG inspired, and I am 100% there for it. Fuck, I don't know what they're called. PP. What is it called? Oh, I just spelled it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this shit. You ready? Give it to the couch. Fucking PP. I want to find the animation. The animation. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? It's just of these weird ass fucking plushies, dude. It's not that. Theme park. Where the fuck is this thing? PP secret. Okay, let me fucking... Okay, so this is a fucking trip. I'm gonna say minor epilepsy warning. I haven't watched this in a while, but minor... So yeah, that's PP. And if you go to their store, it's been a while, so it might not even be here still. I imagine they might be the characters. God, they look fucking horrific. Oh my god. Okay, let me just pick one. PP cower pattern. After committing a dangerous and disrespectful crime, PP is out on a bail and ready to come to your house. Let's look at another one. Corn Dog PP is back from the PP vault. When it's gone, it won't come back for a long time. And then the same thing. But there, fuck, what's the really weird one? Let's see, what's this one? This is Oyu Oyu. This is Oi Oi. So this Oi Oi is kind of a slacker and hasn't really left the house for a while. They need to get a job and start saving up, but they can't find one anywhere. They still throw tantrums all the time, collecting trading cards and playing gacha games. I'm sick of this crap. This is much more of a silly take on it. What the fuck is the weird one? There's a fucked up one. I don't think it's this. They live life to the fullest always, sweating and smiling. Their most favorite food is donut, but their name is Donuts. Good for him. Anyway, I'd look into this shit. This shit's fucking weird, but it is strangely entertaining. But yeah. Anyhow. So we're already going overtime. I see, Cam, you want me to look at Discord. Let me see if there's any other messages I want to read first. All right, what's going on here? 15 Matt, Magic Graphics. Still got to fill in the info of the participant. Okay, let me download this and test this real quick. And once I'm done, we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. You guys cannot watch what's going to happen, unfortunately. Cap, is there audio attached to this? I guess I'll find out. Not yet. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. I love how every character is Awa's. I assume that will change. It's good so far. Very interesting. P. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to streamline this for Kat when she's operating the stream, but I'll worry about that later. But that looks good so far. Cool. All right. Well, thank you all for dropping by. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to end the stream here. I'll be back tomorrow working on something. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll play a game because I'm caught up on everything that I wanted to get done before 15 Matt, so I might just play a game or two with some friends next stream. I think a one-day break from animationing. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And you all have a good day, good night, good afternoon, whatever it is. I'll see you later. Peace.